Hey Gabe, how's it going?
It's doing all right, man. Just, working away, doing what we do. I'm at work out in
Man,
the office, so there might be some noises around me, but I'm on it.
yeah. Well, I think thanks for coming back. And right out the gate, man, I just want to say that I saw the room. I saw the room, all the concerns about the project. And I think, they do have some valid points that I think it needs to be addressed during this AMA. But I
Yes.
do appreciate you sticking around and answer those questions. So one thing about us, like as you know, we do not censor anything. Whether most of our AMAs are paid, it does not mean that I vouch for the project or we vouch for the project. We do research and we have had open discussions. So any concern in the room will be brought into this thing, in this AMA, because our communities, we also value our community's opinion as well. Right? This group is built on the people that's within the group. And I did see some very intense discussions within the room. So we will address all those concerns, for the community's sake of it.
It's good, man. Let's do it. I'm like you can see, I think you guys know me already. I'm always open. I always keep it honest, so people will get to see that, or they might not. It's at the end of the day, it's everybody's decision, right? So we just keep doing what we do, and we keep working on developing and doing the things that we do. But yeah, we'll get into everything, man. No problem.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, yes, I remember you having Bessa your first time being here, and I think we sent your chart all time high, right? I mean, I think a lot of people bought in and supported, yeah. And I think it's probably your third time here, and so it looks like you're here with another project. So, guys, so thanks for everyone being here. Bessa, I think they're focused on gaming, so he just launched a meme token. So I think a lot of people here kind of know who you are already. So I don't think I need to go more in depth into the introduction. But if you go ahead and start out, Gabe, just introduce yourself really quick. Then after that, we'll take it away.
Okay. Well, like you said, I've been here actually 4 times already, so you guys know me quite well. My name is Gabriel Navarro. I'm the CEO of Bessa Gaming. I'm also the CEO of Cali, and I've been doing this for a while. Like I said, you guys can see my social, you can see my picture, you can see my face right now. I'm not hiding anything, and we try to keep it honest. We try to do everything the right way. And I think that that's why we have people that follow us and that continue to hold the projects and everything that we do because they believe in what we're doing. So I mean, I don't know what else to tell you that you guys don't know about me, but I'm ready for all the questions, man. Go ahead and bring them.
So it looks like you mentioned there, you've been here before, and I think one of the projects that you brought in, or the only project that you brought in, was Bessa. So I think because now you're launching another project, and from what it looks like, there's a correlation between this project and the original project. Go ahead and just starting out, go ahead and give us a quick rundown or a summary about Bessa. Then after that, we're going to lead a conversation to how that is connected to this current project that a lot of people have concerns about.
Yes. So basically, we launched Besa 2 years ago. We are multi-chain, like we have BSC, we have Solana, Base, right? We're a gaming project that has a lot of utilities, a lot of different things that we've been working on for a while. Last year, the market was really bad. So instead of concentrating on advertising and spending money, wasting money, to be honest on that, we just said, you know what, concentrate on the utilities, concentrate on the games, let's get everything up and running, and then we'll figure out what we do, the next step, right? This thing with Cali, she was my dog. I own, I'm the owner of Cali. She passed away 6 months ago. And I just came out with the idea to create a meme token that, we've never done this before. So this is kind of new for us, and it's kind of a learning experience, quite a bit, to be honest. And, we try to put everything together that we have with Besa and add it into Cali. All right, so all the games, all the utilities that we already have, we can do that into Cali. We can add it to Cali and then join the two projects together. I really don't see why it's a bad thing. Uh, People don't see the big picture at the moment, I believe, but eventually we'll get there.
Okay, so yeah, so Bessa came out, which is a gaming development company, came out like around how many years has it been? Gabe?
It's gonna be 2 years actually already since we launched the first version of Bessa, the BSC version.
Okay, so 2 years ago, 2 years ago, and how would you say that's going, Gabe? As far as the Bessa game development, company there, Bessa, how is that going?
I mean, Bessa, I think we're honestly, I believe we're doing great. We have so many games already. We have games on the app stores. We have the utilities. We have the decks. We have the casino. We have a marketplace. We have all these things that are already, already in place and ready to go. So we just continue to make sure that everything is done the right way. So when people talk about Bessa and they see that, okay, it hasn't been moving a lot, it is true. Obviously, it hasn't, but it's also because we decided to concentrate on the development. We want to create something that when you come in and you say, oh, I want a project that has games. Oh, look at Bessa. Well, we want a project that has, different decks, different things like that. We have Bessa. Bessa has all that stuff. So we want to be able to provide everything for everybody and then create that passive income that I talked to you guys about before. All the fees that are collected, all the different passive income that's coming in from the games gets distributed to holders, gets shared with holders, and we use that to continue the development and to continue the advertising. Um, but I think we're doing really good. It's just people, that are talking a lot of smack right now. They need to join the Bessa group and see what the plan is, see what we're working on. We're gonna relaunch it into another version and move everybody there. Everybody's being, included into the discussion. Everybody knows what's happening. We're not making any, move without the community being informed and being, ready for it. So, it's just people need to know and join and actually understand and ask the questions.
Yeah, I did see the concern of your project. Best have been out for 2 years, and I did see some of the question asking for the market cap, which, like you said, you have three different chains on the contract there, different market cap at the same price point, which is very normal. But I would say the average of the everything, your average market cap on all the chains, I would say probably like around what 18,000, right? Is that correct? Like around 18,000?
Yeah, if you put them all together, that's probably right. But if you
So like
also
around
look at,
18,000, yeah, around 18,000 market cap. Now, one of the biggest metric for measure the value of the company, which is through the market cap. Now, I definitely can hear the argument that it's been around for 2 years, and now you're launching and your market cap's only around 18,000 after 2 years, and you're launching another meme token that is related or somehow doing business with the best of gaming development.
Mhm.
So if we zoom out, and I think that's a very valid concern for the investors, right? Because the concerns would be, why wouldn't you focus on more on the current project and making sure that your investors are good, making sure that the project runs successfully, making sure that the market caps are good in the current project before launching another project. Now, let's hear your side of it. What's the reason behind that, that you decide to launch Kila right now? And why do you feel that is necessary as far as the timing as well?
No, it's actually Cali. But well, the whole idea, and like I said, if you join the Bessa group, you'll see how we discuss, different things and why we're doing what we're doing. The main reason is to showcase our utilities. We have so many games, we have so many utilities that are not really being utilized because people are kind of, they put Bessa on the site. They're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. We develop, different utilities. We posted, we added advertising, and nothing really happened. It was just a waste of money, and it was also because of the market, the way it was at the moment. Like last year it was really bad, right? So I believe that if we go into a new project, showing our faces, I didn't change my name, I didn't change anything. Everybody knows who I am. It's not, I could have said, Gabe Cali owner or whatever, right? Create a new username and go that route. But I wanted to show people that we can create something that can be great, that can be actually legit, and that can use our utilities and see how everybody benefits from it. And then as we move forward with Bessa on the next step, what we're gonna do, we should be able to implement all those things into Bessa as well. So I really believe it's a win-win. And like I said, we keep it honest. We show our faces. You go onto the Bessa website, you will see the team. You will see my face. Yeah, you'll see my son's face. You'll see the different team, the developers and the guys that do the games and all that stuff. You see everybody there, and that's because we're not hiding anything. Uh, so, like I said, I believe that getting more people to know about our utilities and our games and our different things that we have is gonna increase Bessa, and it's gonna showcase what Bessa can bring. And this Cali is also a big part of it.
Okay, yeah, no doubt that I think being doxxed like yourself there, like what you're doing right now, I think that's just brings more trust into the project, right? Um, but the thing is that a lot of concerns that is it enough. Now, I do want you to break it down where the how does this project right now, let's say, become successful? How does this project, Cali, benefit the current investors in Bessa and vice versa? Like how does it work? So that way people understand what they are investing into, especially you say that it's going to utilize the Bessa utilities. So let's make that clear so that way they understand what's going on.
That's a great question. So, everybody that plays our games, just an example, they see the advertising on the games, right? They see Google Ads, they see different things like that. And these are games that you can download on the app stores. It's not like I'm sending you an APK, for you to download it on the site, that can contain something dangerous, right? We go through the process, we go through the app stores, and we get it on the app stores. So every time you look at a game or you play the game, you're actually creating that passive income that's coming back our way. And that's always been the plan. It's always been the belief that we can create that income that we can share with the holders, right? So if Cali becomes huge and there's millions of people playing the game, all that passive income is going to come back to Bessa holders. It's going to come back to Cali holders. So we're all going to be sharing all that stuff. And with Bessa, we're developing our Solana DEX, right? So that when people are buying and selling, now we're going to be getting the fees instead of giving that to Phantom, right? So if we do that, all those fees as well are going to be shared. I think that people don't understand how a project can run without passive income coming their way. How do you pay for advertising? How do you pay for MMAs like you guys? There has to be something coming back. Otherwise, the project is going to pay for itself. It's going to die eventually because they're going to run out of money. So that's my solution to that problem. I really think that it can work, and that's why we keep putting more and more money of our own money into all the development, all the different utilities. I mean, I pay for most of the stuff. You know, if I didn't believe in it, I could have just walk away and just continue to be an investor. Make money on projects and stuff like that. But I believe in it. I really do. So that's why I do what I do.
I agree 100%. I think a lot of the projects out there, what they're missing is like external actual revenue, right? And with a strong business model able to generate revenue, it cannot be dependent on just within taxes, etc. Right? So that's very crucial for the project to sustain. So
If
for my assessment is this: Bessa right now, you do not have the user base like you predicted to be. So the solution is to launch this meme token in hopes that this thing blows up, it attracts more awareness, more user base, and somehow it, I guess, introduce the utilities or the games from Bessa. So ultimately, you grow up the user base. A lot of people play the games. The games generate revenue. Then the revenue gets kicked back to the current Bessa holders as well as the new Cali meme token holders. Correct?
Exactly. And it's actually, now that we started this, there's actually other projects coming in and asking about, our development and our services, right? So that was always also part of the plan. We wanted to create all these utilities so that we can offer services to projects, to video games, to do the website design, to do different things like that, to do the utilities. Because like I said, all the utilities that we own 100%. I have the code. We have the code. We can change it. We can modify it any way we want. And like people don't understand the expense that comes into that, right? It's actually quite a bit. And like I said, it would be so easy for me to just change, the code, name it something else, and launch a whole new project, right? And I just use a different username, and I don't even show my face, and I just do like a lot of other projects do, and it will be so easy for me to make money. But I want to make something great. I want to create something for Bessa and for Cali. So that's the plan, and I mean that we're gonna stick to it. We're gonna continue to work on what we do, and we're gonna see it through. I guarantee you guys that.
Yeah, I mean, with that perspective, I think, want to see that your intention is are great as well. I'm going to ask you a tough question, okay, Gabe? Because I got to also play both sides of the fence, right? The community side and your sides as well. Now, if the
Got it.
question says you had this project for 2 years now, and your market cap's around $18,000 average, and you could not raise awareness to the current project after 2 years, what makes you think that with this new meme coin here, you're able to, I guess, blow up the way that you assume that it's going to blow up? I guess what is the new approach that you're going to be taking to ensure that? If not,
Well,
then it's going to be the same thing as the current one, right?
exactly. There's no guarantees. I mean, I'm not gonna promise you that we're gonna be, $20 million market cap tomorrow, right? But what I can guarantee you that, like I said, the utilities that we're bringing in, people are gonna get to see that. Started today, later today, you're gonna see, the Bessa, the Cali logo on some of our games. You're gonna see that as part of the advertising. So all of that stuff is gonna come together. I mean, it's like I said, there's no way I can promise you, it's gonna work 100%. There's no way I can promise you that, we're gonna make all this of that. But what I can promise you that, we won't stop on the process. We won't stop on the development. And, like I said, I'm 100% committed to this. So, hope people can see that. And, there's a lot of different comments that came out that, like I said, they don't understand what the process is. I wish that they could tell me, how a project, can launch without any utilities and actually survive all these years. 2 years after, we're still alive. If you look at BSC, the market cap we started at 9,000. So we still, people that invested at that time, they're still making money. They haven't lost, and they're still holding. So you guys have to look at the big picture, and really do your research. Really look at what we bring and what we want to do, and then make up your own mind. To be honest, that's really all it is.
Right. Unfortunately, I think you were right on that, right? I think you are one of those developers where is very committed to the project, right? But unfortunately, the landscape of crypto, as you know, things move so fast, right? 2 years is like 5 years. And also they have so many different options to invest in. So the question is, what are you doing to, I guess, keep the current holder, right? And I guess have them sit there for the durations that you think that it's going to take you to build out the project. So that's the big questions that you have to ask, right? And I think that's hard
Yes.
to do, especially the space, how it moves so fast. Okay, so now let me bring up another concern that they have that I see in the room here. Okay, you launch a token. As you know, the space right now, a lot of bundles, a lot of sniping, and people rug. I mean, if you assess what's happening on Solana blockchain, especially Pump Fund, I would say 98% or 99% of the projects literally rugged, right?
Hmm.
So you launched this project, and there were concerns in the room, and I did check out the bubble map on your launch. It was sniped. Everybody can see that. You click on that, you hit bubble map on Pump Fund. You guys sniped a bundle, a large percent of the token. And there's a lot of concerns in the room. Let's address that. What happened? What's going on?
So this is the first time we use Home Fund, right? We never used that before. So when we launched the token, we have the Bessa, OGs, they're investors that they invested on Bessa. They're the first guys that invested on Cali. So Once we did that, we bought it back together, and then we lock 100 million of that, into a service, right? So to keep that safe. And then everybody else started buying, everybody started loading up. I can't control what people do, but like, somebody brought it up that we could have just tell people to split up their wallets or to send, tokens to different wallets, right? I can do that, but that's, I'm lying to you guys already, right? I don't know if you're going to trust me more if we do that, right? If we ask people that are holding big bags to go ahead and move their tokens. I don't think you should trust, any project that does that. But you know, like I said, there's a group of people that really believe in what we're doing. They've been holding Bessa for a very long time, and they continue to purchase. They continue to load up on their backs, and I mean, like I said, there's no way for me to control that. But we're not planning to, like that's why we lock the tokens. That's what we show the wallets that the team has. You guys will be able to see that. You'll be able to see that some of the funds that are there are going to be used for advertising because, like I said, you need to have money to do things, right? If you like, you guys are awesome, but you guys also charge for the MMA, right? So we have to have money to pay you guys. And if we don't have that money, we don't have the funds for different advertising or different development, then it's gonna end. It's gonna stop, after a couple of weeks, and then people are gonna lose their money. So we don't want to do that. We want to create something real. And I do understand the bubble. I wasn't very familiar with that stuff, to be honest, but it's there. I mean, the wallets are there. People can see it, and you will see that people will hold too. You're gonna, I guarantee you that once we graduate, we're gonna continue to go, we're gonna continue to develop, and we're gonna continue to grow. We're not going anywhere. So, like I said, I can do different things to appease people, but then that will be making shit up. And man, that's not what I do.
Yeah, so I think from what it looks like, I think the concern is Gabe. So maybe you may not understand that fully, or maybe you may have some sort of insider that may have done it behind your back. But further investigation into the concern in the room, almost 40% of it was bundled, and it's actually got the opposite of what you said. It's actually got split out from two different wallets, not just one. And as you know, if you read the room, from what you said there, the argument is why didn't you just leave in the developer's wallet, right? So I'm
It
not
was
sure if you're aware of that.
Yes, no, of course I'm aware. It was split in three wallets. So if you look at, I believe it's the second, third, and fourth wallet. Those are the ones that were split, right? And that was, like I said, going into pump fund and having all these people say, you guys are holding this much, it's a bad look, blah blah blah. Then we say, okay, even somebody actually recommended that we split it up, right? So we went ahead and did that, but like I said, we're not hiding it. We show everybody. It would be a whole different story if I deny that we have three wallets, right, as a team, right? I like I said, I don't think you should trust me if I tell you that no, we only have one wallet. The other wallets are not mine. They belong to the team. They belong to the initial investors. And like I said, looking at the 100 million tokens, I don't think it's a small number. It really is quite a bit, and it shows the commitment from the original investors to make sure that the project continues to grow. And and like I said, you're gonna see those wallets being utilized to continue to grow the project, to continue to pay for the advertising and the different things that we want to do.
Okay. So I think the concern in the room was that I don't they thought that it was not, I guess, fully displayed on the open that you guys own 40%. So if it is, then I think props to you. I have not checked out your
No, but
Telegram group.
it's like that's what I keep saying. Join the Telegram group and then bring those questions. Ask people. People will tell you. You know what I'm saying? Some of them they're just making comments. They call me a scammer from the get-go, and they don't know me. And instead of going into the Telegram group and actually ask that and then point the issue so that we can explain it, they just stick to to their belief that we're trying to steal people's money, right? And
Well, I
like
think given the landscape, the climate of crypto, right? And I think it's not very hard not to think that way, just because 99% of pump fund project who bundle and snipe do rug. So I definitely understand the perspective as well, especially taking into consideration that you do have a project for almost 2 years with an 18,000 market cap as well, right? So I definitely understand those concerns for sure. Now,
so
Gabe, so here's the thing,
let
guys.
me
Let me explain to the people real quick about pump fund, right?
yeah.
So manually, when you launch a project, right, you're able to devote a percent for the development team, et cetera, right? Now, pump fund, you do not have the capability. Everything goes into developer's wallet, right? Now, people do exploit that. Now, when you launch a pump fund, like Gabe said there, if you want a marketing wallet, et cetera, you literally have to snipe it. Now, my approach with this, Gabe, you should have done it, sniped it with a developer's wallet, and be upfront about it, make an announcement and say, you know what, 20% is going to marketing, 20% is going to the treasury, whatever, whatever. But I think the concern is that it was sniped almost like secretively, right? And I think a lot of people do that as well. And a lot of reps happen like that. So I think the concerns are very legit.
Actually,
So right now,
so
if the team goes into your Telegram right now, you have a wallet laid down and say, okay, this is for marketing, this is for this, and you can see that information out in the open.
you can see that we logged the 100 million, and you can see the different conversations coming back and forth on what the wallets are for. You'll be able to see all that. One thing that you're wrong about is when you launch a project on Pump Fund, it's actually before you even launch it, it gives you an option to buy a bag. So that becomes the developer's bag, right? So that's basically the first purchase on into the project. So that's the one that shows when everybody comes in, and that's the one that everybody sees. So as soon as you launch it, everybody else starts coming in and starts buying, doing buying and selling, doing the things that people do. So I think that I do agree with the concept that we did it the wrong way because I didn't understand how that process worked, right? But uh, I think that people will get to see that. Like I said, they'll see that we are for reals, and that we're gonna show people how we're gonna utilize it. But I mean, if you look at Palm Fund, man, it really is 99.9% of those projects are scams. Some of them don't even have
100%.
a website.
Yeah.
Some
And
of
one and
them don't even,
100%.
yeah. Some of
And
them don't have a
99% of the
website or
project,
socials.
right. And 99% of Project Ruck is because of that reason, right? It's on circuitly bundle or snap into the project. So what I think what I said there, if the intentions, or you may not know, but what I said there is that if that was the original intention to begin with, and I think for you to, let's say, reserve a percent for marketing, etc., Pump Fund does allow you to buy in as many tokens as you like, right? And you can snipe in. Then what you do is that you say, you know what, I'm going to send. The reason why I bought 30% of the supply is because I have 10% for marketing, 10% for whatever, whatever, right? And you can send that out, right? You see what I'm saying? And so that way it's
Yeah.
transparent with the community instead of bundle this without the method that is that people use to rub like 99% of the project on there. So as you can see, why there's the concern of that.
Yes, I agree. I mean, there's definitely things that we could have done better. But well, we like I said, we continue to do what we do, and we'll continue regardless of what happens today and the next couple of days. And we're just gonna continue to work on our development and continue to add different things to Cali. So the people that are concerned, I definitely understand. I agree. That's why we wanted to do something different. When you look at those projects, they're all scams. They're literally, telling you, screaming at you that they're scams. And we wanted to show that we can create a website, we can do the socials, we can do the utilities, we can have all these different things, and we can have them in place, and make something real. So, like I said, we'll be here, man. We're not going anywhere, brother.
Yeah, sounds good. So I appreciate, addressing the concerns in the room there. So hopefully, guys, all the concerns, I think we addressed that already. The first 10 minutes of the AMA here or 20 minutes of the AMA here. So, go ahead and, do further research and I guess form your own assessment on it and opinion on that, and you guys do whatever you guys want. But I definitely hear both sides, especially on pump fund, right? It is very hard to, I guess not hard, but I think I have not seen the approach yet where, and here's the thing. Here's the freaking almost like it's hard because once a developer, let's say, bought into, let's say 30%, right? And the people is going to say, why is developer holding so much of a percent, right? But if they snipe it, then it's become, a secret where it can be rugged, right? So I think, if you guys are listening, want to launch a pump fund, go ahead and, buy on the dev wallet. If you want to be transparent with it, then I think you make the announcement. You say, hey, percent dedicated to marketing, etc., etc. So that way the community knows exactly right out the gate what your intentions are. So to me, that would be the best approach there. So with that there, Gabe, I thank you for addressing all that. Let's talk about Cali. First off, I apologize for the passing of your dog. So let's talk about what is the purpose of the meme token, of the Cali token.
Well, we wanted to create something with an actual history, something that's actually real, right? So people can, we can talk about Cali. I can show you pictures. I can show you videos. She was the best dog ever. If you ask me, when people say 1 in a million, she was 1 in 100 million. She was awesome. So, you know, the idea is like, my son writes all these books about Cali. He did different things for school, things like that. So I was like, okay, maybe we can run with it and create some kind of comic books and create some kind of history or story that people can, get different chapters and then get, some entertainment out of it, right? But, to create something that, a lot of meme tokens that they become huge, they have no plan, they have no idea of what they're doing, but they just grow so much that they can't be stopped anymore, right? um, a lot of tokens that that like you see on Pump Fund, they just want to steal people's money, so they create something, an image or a picture, and they download it from the internet and they create a whole new token, and then they're trying to steal people's money. So my idea was, like I said, to create something that shows actual value, that shows an actual idea, and that shows the commitment to get it through and to continue to grow into community and continue to grow in all the different things.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, pump fund is a very hard place. It's easy. Barrier to entry is very easy, right? Because it literally costs nothing to launch a token. So because of that, it incentivizes a lot of tokens. I think up to 10,000 tokens a day. Think about it, guys, 10,000s a day,
They
which is
actually,
insane.
you know what? They actually launched last year. There were millions, 5.6 million tokens that they launched last year alone.
Yeah.
Just imagine how many people lost their money on that. Um, and the thing is, like I said, people keep talking about Bessa, right? And what the plans are for Bessa, why, how come, it's not growing? How come it's not doing this? Is, going back to that part is like, I could just, close Bessa and start a whole new project, right? Easily, I can do that. But we're not, planning to do anything like that. We're not, we're showing people that we want to continue to do the development. So the plan for Bessa is to actually relaunch, get everybody together into one chain, and then run with our utilities. By then, we'll have our DEX for Solana, like I said, so people can buy and sell, and then we're gonna share all those fees. So, the plan for Bessa is actually pretty big. I'm been working with Pincel and CoinSalt and all those guys to do the development and to make sure that it's done the right way. This thing with Pump Fund it was kind of let's see what happens kind of thing. Let's try it out, and because we've never done it before, and it's a whole different animal, man. It's crazy how projects do things and how they steal people's money, and it's just insane. But it's a learning experience.
Yeah, once you go into the pump fund, it's kind of like you just went to the other side of the planet, brother. It's deep in the trenches. It's a dark space, man. It's a dark space. An eye for an eye. It's a wild west, man. It's it's very hard to really weed out the right project on there. You know,
Yeah.
I've been in the space for a long time. I feel like I have the skills to do so, but no, it's wild, man. And especially with the technology nowadays, you know, when a platform invents something to, I guess, to better inform you about a certain thing, you know, whether it's a scam or not, you know, I guess the bad guys always find another way, right?
Mhm.
Another step ahead.
Yeah,
You know, it's insane.
they're
It's
always
just like
they're always working. They're always working. They're always trying different things. I mean, if they
it's a lot
use
of
that
money.
talent to actually do something good, it could be something special. They
Yeah,
they
it's a
just
lot of
want to steal
money.
people's money.
100%. It's a lot of money to be made, and that's the thing, you know. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's actually insane. Insane, actually, when I think about it. It's almost unreal. I just cannot believe that we at the point where, you know, when you look at the volume in general, meme tokens bring us the most volume by far, right? So what that means is that it's a no-sum game. So if I win, you lose, right? You hear people making millions, but at the same time, millions of people also lose their money. So for me to
Yes.
win $1, you have to lose $1. In fact, it's probably negative sum game because usually the platform takes a fee, right? It takes a fee. So it's a negative sum game. I mean, it just is just crazy, man. And yet somehow it people flocks to it and it's crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know how I feel the directions of it.
you can see that. Like I said, that's why when I was showing the team, and I was like, dude, look at how projects do, right? The dev will buy the bag as soon as they make a times two, whatever they sell, right? So they get out of the project, then everybody else sells, and then it stops 100%. And they will do that every second. They go back and open another one, and open another project, another project, and they will do that every single time. So my advice for people, if you want to invest on Pump, right, you want to check their socials. You want to check different things, like like you guys want to check the bubble. I agree. You want to do that. You want to make sure that they're actually, they have something that's gonna be here tomorrow, that's gonna be here next week. Otherwise, you go in, you put in a little bit of money, and you hope that you're lucky enough to sell before they dump on you. And that's a lot of risk, but a lot of people do that. It's a gambling part, that we all have, that we all want to do, and I'm guilty of it. But yeah, that's something that you really want to watch.
Yeah, you know, I think you are correct in that, right? In this scam, unfortunately, the space that has been, I guess, foster, an environment that has been foster where it's a quick money, right? Quick money, and unfortunately, the space is where it's at right now. It's just that people want to gamble, they want to make the money fast, and they go out because the belief is that there's always another more fresher coin the next day, and which is true, right? Which is very true. So I think to keep the community to grab their attention to stay in your community forever, it's almost like it's hard, man. It's hard because you have 10,000 different projects a day, so it's very hard. Anyway, Gabe, man, I really appreciate you doxing and being honest and addressing the issues that concerns that we have in the room. And I hope that all the concerns I believe that is erased already. So you guys assess the project accordingly. And I think we have a very intelligent group here that you guys can do that, and you guys can invest based on your research and what you think of the project, the developers, and the team, etc. Right? AMAs are not vouching for anything, guys. And I want to continue to have an open discussion in the room, just like how what had happened today, right? And I love that. I love that because to weed out a good project, it requires just more than me. It requires the whole community. So Gabe is correct in the sense that if it's easy for him to close it down and launch another token, right? So, but that may not be enough for you guys. So you guys have to adjust, assess that accordingly. Thank you, Gabe. Any last word you have for us, brother?
No, like always, man. Thank you for having us. Thank you for allowing me to come in and just talk crypto, man. I really enjoy that stuff. So hopefully things people get to see what we're doing, and I know that there's people that they have their beliefs already set. I'm not gonna change them, and I'm gonna prove them wrong I promise you that. So we're gonna continue to work on what we do. And you want to learn more about Bessa, learn more about Cali, go ahead and join our social media, join our Telegram group. I'm there all day, and the team is there too. We can answer all your questions. And we'll, like I said, we'll keep moving forward. Just if you don't want to put anything on it, that's obviously your choice. But keep an eye on it, and you'll see that eventually we are gonna make it, and you're gonna see something real. I like you said, we're very committed, and we're gonna do that too. So, again, thank you guys for having us, and we'll be talking to you guys soon.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you so much, guys. So every day, or one of my team members there, go ahead, guys. We're gonna go ahead and pin the TG to Cali. If you guys enjoy, again, like Gabe said, if you want to just keep an eye on it, it's up to you. Join the TG, okay? But yeah, make your assessment, do your research accordingly, okay? So with that, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Gabe, and I will see you in the next one. You know what? I think you have been doxxed already. I think that's more than 99% of the projects are launched and pump fund already. So yeah, I look forward to prove people wrong and see what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I'm Docs, KYC, all the stuff. People can get my info on Pincel if I do anything, shitty, right? And why would I do that if I want I want to do anything like that? So you people can see it. Um, join us and learn more about it, guys. All right, man. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you. See you next time. All right, guys. Well, I think it's actually very important that he comes on and docs and address other concerns accordingly. So with that, again, do your research accordingly as well. Okay, not vouching for anything. Um, yeah, very valid concerns, and he also has good answers to it as well. But we're not here to vouch for any project. So yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down really quick, pick a quick winner of AMA listener, and we're not gonna be giving any sort of join the AMA. I mean, join the TG, and $15 or $10, whatever. But we will post the TG if you are interested in the project. Go over there, and I guess pay attention to see what they can do. Okay, but very valid concerns as well. So I appreciate you guys bringing up all these concerns, and we're not gonna mute anyone, but it has to be valid, right? It has to be valid. And so the concerns that I saw in the room, they were valid. So we're not gonna ban anybody. We're still open chat like always, open discussion. That's what's beautiful about USA Crypto Group is that we all can do that in here. So I'm gonna scroll down, pick one winner really quick. PAO, PAO, with a red profile cap. Congrats, thanks for participating in this AMA. And what, for the fun of it, right? For the fun of it, we're gonna do a random number, but we're gonna send you guys some Bessa tokens. So you guys, whoever the winner is, you guys can keep on the project as well. Okay, let's do a $30 worth of Bessa tokens. So 1, 2, I don't know, 200. Okay, 5 guesses only. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me grab the the username before I forget here. Hold on. All right, guys, take care. See ya.